We can expect today probably a couple hundred people, anywhere from 300 to 500 people, and we're going to shotgun about 144 personnel on the golf course. It is a challenging 18-hole course. It was designed by Arnold Palmer, and we've just recently reversed the whole nines on the course. We have now sent the back nine is now the front nine, and the front nine now the back nine, which is now a real test for golfers here in the area. The most challenging hole is hole number 14, a par 4. It stretches along the Lakers Ranch Boulevard, and I think there's water meandering around the whole left side of the hole, and that's challenging into the wind. It plays basically about 432 yards, but it's always into the wind. Well, it's a lot of preparation goes into this. In the morning, you're talking about 78 carts getting adjacent ready for the staff and myself to ensure that all the golfers and the patrons be ready to go at 12:30 shotgun. It takes a lot, not just bringing the carts out, but organizing, getting all the bags, and ensuring that every patron is ready to go at a specific time. We always have to be ready. The staff is always diligent and all intelligent about the fact.
Well, we got a call from Mary Glass and asked if we wanted to participate with the Phil Galvano Golf Classic. And of course, we saw it as a wonderful opportunity. And of course, raising funds for Manatee County Education Foundation is a great thing. So we are a non-for-profit organization ourselves, and collaborating and partnering with other non-for-profits is fantastic. You know, the whole thing about the Circus Arts Conservatory is about giving back to the community through the circus arts. Our mission is to raise the perception of the circus to our art form, and we've achieved that over our 19 years. A lot of respect for the circus arts right now. And our education programs, you know, going to the Manatee County schools and work with the educators, develop and design curriculum, and it's really about true education. And, you know, making education not just fun for the kids, but making sure that they have an incredible retention level after our educators have worked with the kids. Part of the mission is legacy. You know, John Ringling came to Sarasota County in 1927 and brought the greatest show on earth. And we're maintaining that legacy and continuing with the circus arts, keeping the circus alive. Yeah, we're very honored to be partnering with the Smithsonian, John and Mabel Ringling Museum of Art, and ICO, the American Youth Circus Organization. For 2017, the program that we'll be producing and celebrating will be the circus arts, and, you know, primarily the circus arts of America, because the circus arts, you know, is a combination of so many different nationalities that came to America and homesteaded here, and celebrating that with everybody in America, you know, it's just a fantastic honor. Our big top will be up at the National Mall, and again, I can't say how honored we are.
For Sailor Circus, and Lydia's to my left, Moritz is in front of me, and JoJo's to my right. JoJo is a coach, and Moritz and Lydia are also students in the Sailor Circus. I juggle and I catch for flying trapeze, and it is my first year in Sailor Circus.
Great. My name is Lydia Nord. I'm in the Sailor Circus. It's my second year, and I do aerial silks. I just think that it's a wonderful way to keep up strength and your health.
I'm Jojo, and I'm a coach at Sailor Circus.
How long have you been a coach?
I've been a coach for about 3-4 years now. I did the program myself as a student, and then I started volunteering, and now I work there, and I coach a variety of acts, but my specialty is silks, and I enjoy teaching there because I love students and teaching them circus arts. Silks is 2 strands of fabric that are stretchy, and you climb on it, you do static tricks on it, and you also do rolls and drops.
My name's Moritz. I've been in the circus for 1 year, and I do juggling, trampoline, globes, and I do clowning. I like it very well because I get to have some time off from school when I have special shows. I like juggling the best because you can learn a lot of new tricks.
I think it's a lot of fun, and it's hard working, but it's also rewarding when you perform in front of an audience because they're amazed by what you can do. I'll be in Sailor Circus till I graduate, and then possibly even further. Not sure yet.
I think that being in the circus creates a connection between you and the people around you that other activities don't. I would say that you're gonna find out that you can do things that you never imagined that you could actually do.
Well, as a coach, it's awesome to teach a group of kids and then work for something, for a goal, and during shows be able to see everything they were able to accomplish.
The best part of being in the circus is that you can learn new tricks, and you could go to your class, tell some people to maybe join the circus someday and learn new tricks that you don't know. I'm going to be in globes, and I'm going to juggle on the globes.
Today I'll be helping out all the students with whatever they need, doing their hair, helping them on their equipment.
I'll be doing aerial silks. The silks today are 18 feet long.
Today I will be juggling with my 2 other partners, and we'll be juggling clubs, and I will also be performing Adagio. Adagio is an act where it's almost like a ragdoll act where we swing a smaller child around and we do tricks like flips, and we throw her up in the air and catch her.
Well, education is the foundation of the world. And if we can get children to study those books, go on to college, and build their self-esteem, we can have a brighter future America. But remember something, a lot of these children can't afford to have the fancy tutors and everything else. But the money that you give to help these children can make an impact on their total life. And that's what it's all about, giving hope to young children, giving hope to them that they can study and can become special in life. There's some wonderful things happening. Showtime is doing a 90-minute documentary that'll be shown out at the Sundance Festival next year with Robert Redford. And then in September, I can't quite announce it yet, but Monica Seles and I will receive the highest award of my life, and it's all about education for children throughout the world. And I want you all to know something. Yes, I've had 10 number ones I've worked with in the world, and lots of other boys and girls have gone to college. And that's what IMG is all about, getting kids into college, and then hopefully some of them making it as a professional. So I want to thank you for supporting, and remember, when Bolletieri calls you, the wallet better open or you will have a knock on the door. Thank you, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Aaron Watkins. I'm from the Circus Arts Conservatory, and we're here for the Galvano Golf Tournament. The people on either side, this is
Hannah Peterman.
And
Hi, I'm Tegan.
are members of the Sailor Circus, which is in its 67th year, all under the auspices of the Circus Arts Conservatory, which is an outgrowth of Circus Sarasota. We are here today to entertain as many people as we possibly can. We hear there are a bunch of golfers coming in, and we have not only stilt walkers to greet the people, but we've got rolling globes, silks, all kinds of stuff happening in the ring across the way over there, and we can't wait to entertain everyone.
This is my first year in Sailor Circus, and I came in and I started walking on stilts, and I had trouble at first, but then as long as you get the hang of it, it's not as hard as it seems.
The hardest part is overcoming the fear of heights. I'm actually not on stilts. I'm 6 foot 17 inches myself. But Tegan, tell us about your experience with stilts at Sailor Circus.
So when I first started out on stilts, I started out on really short stilts, but as I progressed, it kept on getting taller and taller, and here I am today. And it's been really fun. Now I'm walking upstairs and doing all sorts of crazy things, so I really like it.
Beyond words, really. I'm so very pleased to be at the 20th annual Phil Galvano Classic and to watch it just to continue to evolve into a bigger and bigger and bigger charitable event. We have people from all over the state, we have people from out of state, and they're here to support education, and that's what's important. What we do here today, besides having a great time, is going to make a difference in the lives of a lot of young people. And so I'm just humbled, as my whole family is. It's absolutely, and you know, my father was, of course, a national figure, and so he has friends from many, many places, and his legacy is alive and well, and so it's helped with the outreach, and we're very pleased that it yields these great results. Well, first of all, you know, you can never do enough in terms of education. Everything good or bad in society relates back to education or the lack thereof. There's no more powerful force. And if we can come in and do things that tax dollars cannot do by raising money and going through the foundation, then that's what we should be doing. Again, it is yielding results in classrooms for kids, changing lives, and that's something I'm pleased to be a part of. And Mary Glass does a great job, as does the whole foundation. Absolutely, I wanted the circus here. Okay, nothing says Bradenton, Sarasota area like the circus. This is a celebration. It's a milestone. It's 20 years. Millions of dollars have been raised for education through this Phil Galvano Golf Classic, and I think it's just the beginning, and you ain't seen nothing yet.
Over 10 years now, and I've seen the wonderful things that the Manatee Education Foundation does to support the Manatee school system. And the people involved in the board, the people involved in the school system, we all have one common objective, and that is for the best for the children. And this tournament is incredible because it raises so much money that can then be used for very, very good purposes. The school board has a limited budget, as you know, and they work to use the most of that budget they can for the kids, but there are other things that are needed outside of that. And those kinds of things are provided through the efforts of the Manatee Education Foundation and all the people that support that group and contribute to the benefit of the Manatee school system and the children. Well, obviously, the caliber of the event is top-notch. It's well done every year. But the other part is that legislators and politicos from all over the state participate in this because in the entire state of Florida, we recognize the importance of education. And so the people come from Miami, they come from Jacksonville, they come from Tallahassee to support this event. And similarly, Bill Galvano and all of our politicos from our area go to those to support the school systems there. So it's a kind of a quid pro quo thing. But the point is that we raise money that is needed for the children, and that's really the bottom line of this. I am a supporter also of the Circus Sarasota and the Circus Conservatory in Sarasota, and these kids are absolutely fabulous. I've been to a number of their circuses over the years, and it just amazes me the stuff that they can do, because quite frankly, as an athlete, I never could do that. I think that the community needs to understand that it's really a group of dedicated people and that really care about improving our school system and improving the total education of our kids, not only here in Manatee County, but all over the state of Florida and the United States, because we really need education is the key to everything. And I think that the support, if anybody can give support to the Manatee Education Foundation, we certainly welcome that.
Well, Senator Galvano makes it real easy to show up for this event. It's a great event. It's great for golfers. It's great for politicians. We get to see each other. He's got the incoming Senate President here. He's got Senator Benaquisto from Fort Myers. People come from all over. So you've got business, politics, and golf, and that always draws a crowd. Well, that's another reason why we show up. We admire that Bill Galvano's been able to do that in memory of his dad, who was a pro golfer, and that the money goes to the Education Foundation. Over the years, we've met the kids. He gets the kids from the golf team to help out, and we know it funds field trips, and it funds all the specials that we've kind of lost from public school. So he fills an important niche. Well, I think what we didn't do enough on is mental health and all the ramifications of mental health that affects the court system, the police, the schools. So a lot of money needs to be put into that, and it's certainly on everybody's radar, and it's in the top 5 things to do for next year, and everybody's well aware of it. Well, I think this kind of event where you make it fun and you get people to participate is the best way to go. And instead of just complaining about how there's never enough money, have a celebration and try to generate some more money.
Well, I think it's just tremendous what Senator Galvano and his entire family have done in establishing a tradition of a great fundraising event that we all have a terrific time, but at the same time raising money for the Manatee Education Association. So we're really happy to be here and proud of what the Galvanos have been able to accomplish. Make no mistake, this tournament and its success are a direct result of Bill and Julie Galvano and the relationships they have around the state, the enormous respect that all of us have for what they believe in, and we all share a commitment to public education to make it as strong as it can be. Well, the school district can only afford to fund so many essential elements of the school system, and this pays for very important but sometimes neglected items that make the entire education experience a well-rounded one for the students. So it takes everyone to make a good school district. It takes state government, local government, private philanthropy, which we have here today. So I'm looking forward to a great tournament, and we're just happy to support Bill and Julie in this effort. Well, one thing we hear from businesses, they not only want a good economic climate, but they want a strong education system for their children to attend, their employees' children to attend. It makes for a well-rounded community, so we're glad to be here.
Well, being a part of the Manatee Education Foundation is such an unbelievable thing. You know, the Phil Galvano Classic, which has been going on around 20 years now. We've been a part of it for as long as we could participate. We actually served sushi out on one of the holes, and obviously it's the foundation speaks for itself. There's so many positive things that it does for the Manatee County and the community and the children and adults and all people that are involved with this. Is just it's just an unbelievable thing to be a part of. I can't say more about Bill and his family. Some of the other people that I've seen here today, Jim Boyd, obviously other great people in the community that want to participate in this. And of course the Circus Arts Conservatory is here today as well and showing their support for the Manatee Education Foundation. You know, them being stationed in Sarasota, coming up to Manatee County to be a part of this is just an awesome, awesome thing and a great contribution on their part as well. So glad to be a part of it. Pier 22 is always a part of the community, and this is something that we'll forever be a part of as long as they allow us to be here. So, well, being a privately owned local restaurant in downtown Bradenton, you know, it's of course on the Manatee River. It's incredibly important for us to be a part of every different area of the community that we can possibly be involved in. Again, the foundation is just an unbelievable thing to be a part of, and of course we support them all through the year along with a bunch of other non-for-profits. And again, it's just an awesome day, beautiful day. Weather couldn't be better. These guys are going to have a great day out there on the golf course. And unfortunately, I'm not much of a golfer, but I'll make sure I check in and see who wins and who loses. So.
What are you providing today for everyone?
Oh, we've got sushi. I think we're out on hole 5 on one of the turns in the gazebo. We've been doing sushi at this event every year, you know, for the past 8 years. One of Bill's favorite things. We actually have, he's been bugging me to get a Galvano roll on the menu for years, and he knows exactly what he wants. I think we're actually serving his roll out on that hole today. So I hope I don't mess this up, but I know that it's got asparagus, salmon, cream cheese, and something else. I don't know, my sushi guys know it really, really well. Whenever he comes in, he gets it, so it's a cool thing.
Well, first of all, it's a great event. The Galvano family have been friends of mine for way back. And all this money goes to the Educational Foundation. The money goes to Manatee County for education. Why wouldn't you be here? It's the best thing going. And we raise more money with this event, I think, than any singular event for education, probably in the state. Well, it's important for the educational aspect of kids outside the classroom. For example, the South Florida Museum, we're going to do a renovation there. We've developed their own technology for allowing kids, 4th graders and 8th graders, to learn in a different kind of way than the environment they have in a classroom. It's state of the art. These kids then get exposed to that because this tournament helps fund that. Well, I talked to Bill Galvano last night, and one of the things I told him, I said, this is not only a fun golf tournament. Not only does it raise money for our Education Foundation, it's an economic development program for Bradenton and the greater Bradenton area. People come and they come away amazed at the number of things we have going on here. They get to see the Manatee River, which they didn't really realize was there. We got the rowing fountain. We got things going on that people they wouldn't be exposed to unless they came here. And these are legislators who can help us expand what we do. These are people from the community giving their time, their efforts, their conversations, convincing other people how important education is. And they're stepping up, and they're not only talking to people, they're writing checks. Is what we're doing, and we don't expect to win this, but we're going to have a whole lot of fun.
Well, the way that the foundation for years has supplemented, augmented what we're trying to do for education for our kids and community is vitally important. And this is a great example of community support. Senator Galvano has done a marvelous job of building this every year to more and more funds coming in and to more and more excitement. And as you see today, I mean, this is incredible with the circus tent and everything that's going on. I mean, it's just a really fun event, but it's a very, very good cause. Well, I think it's incredible. Senator Galvano has been a great public servant for a number of years, 8 years in the House, now 4 years in the Senate. He's going to be our Senate president, which is incredible for Manatee and Sarasota County and Hillsborough and the surrounding areas. So his support, first of all, I think everybody's supporting a very good cause, but equally as important, I think everybody likes Bill Galvano around the state. He's built a network of friends and supporters, and they want to help him help a good cause. So I'm happy to be part of it as well. Well, as you said, I mean, it supports things the district perhaps can't. There's more and more pressure on taxpayers' dollars. We have been trying to keep taxes at a bare minimum to run not just education, but other initiatives in the state. So things like this help supplement those funds. People feel like they're engaged and involved and part of it, which I think makes a big difference. And it's just a great opportunity for not just our community, but for friends around the state to support a very, very good cause. This year, as you said, we're historically highest per pupil funding ever, which is incredible. Education is vitally important, and I'm thrilled that the leadership of both the House and the Senate and the Executive Office of the Governor supports education, because without an education, there's really no hope for a job of any sort, whether it's a high school education, a technical education, or further than a college education. There's every piece of that impacts our economy and families and their ability to be engaged in the things that they want to do and help their kids grow and prosper in the community. So all of it kind of feeds together, and education is kind of at the center of that.
Good afternoon. My name is Leah Brown. I'm the Senior Manager for Government and Public Affairs for Bright House Networks. And Bright House is a longtime sponsor of the Manatee Education Foundation. From the Cash to Classroom grants to the annual teacher awards, Bright House is committed to education and really excited about the mission and the goals of the Education Foundation. And the Galvano Tournament is a not-to-be-missed event that happens each year. So excited to be here today as well. At Bright House, we really believe in giving back to the communities that we serve and we also call home. And our employees, our customers, have children and students in the Manatee district. So it's very important for us to not only support the district and the foundation, but to support the initiatives that in turn help our employees and our customers' families grow. So that's why it's so important that we support after-school programming, the grants to provide innovative programs in the classroom, and really the Education Foundation supplements all of these type of programs. So that's why it's so important that we're involved. I think it says it shows our commitment to the local community. And Senator Galvano is such a proponent of education that it just really shows his passion, and it shows that he's able to build a consensus around the state around education and the importance of really giving back to our schools and our families. As a teacher's kid myself, I remember growing up and my parents coming out of pocket, spending their own money to make sure that their students had supplies and fun projects. I think the one thing that I admire most about the Education Foundation is the Cash for Classroom grants. And it provides teachers funding to bring those projects to life, whether it's a field trip or whether it's a exciting, innovative project in the classroom. So those teachers are not burdened by providing those things for the students. The Education Foundation really helps them to do so, and I think it just provides a better atmosphere for the students and more innovation in the classroom.
Well, this is a special day. We've supported Senator Galvano from the beginning when he was running for House seat, and to honor your dad for the great work he's done in this community and what the senator is doing for education is just a reason somebody has to support it, and that's why the crowd is the way it is here. Well, I think that, throughout history, if we can educate people, we stop some of the crime that's going on, and I think that's an important factor. So we're very involved in trying to make education the forefront of everything else we do. Well, we've always been a sponsor of gifts for it for the last 15 years, but last year and this year we became Eagle sponsors.
Well, this year is really extra special because it's the 20th anniversary of the Phil Galvano Golf Classic, and as you know, that's in honor of Bill's father, who was a golf pro to many of the stars like Sinatra, Carson, and many others. And it's really amazing to think that we've done this 20 years here at Legacy. And I've been putting them together for the last decade. So we challenge ourselves to up it, make it more fun, more entertaining for our guests. And, it's really paid off because people want to come back. It's the same group every year, and then always new people that make it exciting and fun. Well, they come from all over the state. We've got the designate president of the Senate, Senator Joe Negron. We've got locally Nancy Dieter, Representative Boyd, people from all over the state. And it's exciting because we're calling it now the greatest tournament on earth. And as Bill Galvano just said minutes ago, we had a man be shot out of a cannon in front of the entire 200 people watching. And it's going to be tough to top that, but, and then we had a circus performing here. But like you said, Charles, it's got a real statewide focus. It is not just local. We've got people here from all over the state of Florida, South Florida, North Florida. Probably close to 20 senators are here playing in the game. Major corporations like Armor Correctional, Moat Marine Foundation. We've got Verizon, AT&T, Blake Medical Center. I mean, they come from all over, and then a lot of local. So it's really fascinating to see, as I said, a lot of the same people, but every year we get new people joining, people that want to know about it and be part of it. Because one, they have so much fun. I mean, they have just gone out now on the course, and there will literally be people on every other food like bonefish, Anna Maria Oyster Bar. We've got bridge tender. We've got Leroy Selman cooking up steaks on the grill tonight. We had Polo Grill serving lunch. We've got Sonny's Barbecue. We've got Local Tea Company. There's just something on every hole. They just have Gio's has a whole mini restaurant set up. So it's really a fun time. And right now we've got a DJ playing under the tent. We just served 200 people lunch, and it couldn't be more fun. We'll have a whole nother crew tonight coming in at 5:30. So it's been like a 2-day affair, though, because we do a special thing for our Eagle sponsors also the day before. Well, you don't have to twist my arm to be able to talk about the Manatee Education Foundation because I'm so excited about where we've come. When I first started back in '96, it was really it's always been a wonderful organization, but it was a lot smaller. We didn't do the level of teacher grants that we do today. We gave $115,000 worth of just teacher grants this year. Not to mention that we do like grants to other major corporations. We fund those and organize them with AT&T, Motorola. We have a lot of things that we do that the schools need, but they don't have the funds to do it. And we just did a $30,000 program with the Pirates, Mosaic, and a match by the foundation. State funds to match. And what we did is we went into 5 schools, and we helped them. We said, what are your needs right now at the end of the year? That blew them away. They were so excited to say, really? And a lot of them are like wanting to do something like a behavioral professional development for the teachers to help the students. So a lot of good programs, Charles, lots of good things that we do. And we're excited about a lot of the things we're going to get involved with this year. We're going to do what we call impact grants, and we're going to give 100 away at $1,000. And the reason we're upping the ante on that is we want to see grants that are going to be more impactful in the classroom, where we can give some good feedback to the state and make a difference in that classroom. So stay tuned for that, because I know we'll probably want to do a show or talk about that just on that alone, and we'll have you cover that. Yes, we do. And, you know, we're so fortunate to have the tremendous partnership with Senator Bill Galvano. That partnership with the foundation is, you know, something that you dream about. And I'm so pleased that, you know, we've had a good working relationship. We've got a great team that works together to put this thing together. People like Kathy Galia out of his office, Susan DeWitt, Alicia Watterson out of my office. The foundation works year-round on this event, so it's really exciting. And, you know, you can see the fruits of our labor here today. I'm so proud of all of our people. I'm so proud. We love Bill Galvano. We're so happy to be part of their family and be able to support his dad and the, you know, the legacy that he has left. And we couldn't be more grateful and happy today with the kind of results and the people that we have out here today to enjoy a game of golf. The Manatee Education Foundation is really a unique organization. We work closely with the school district. Our sole mission is to support the teachers and students of the Manatee County School District. No other organization in our area does that. And what's so important about that is that the funding that comes in goes right back into the schools. And, you know, we've got great working relationships with the principals. You know, they all know us. I know them all on a first name basis. They know that if they need something, they can come to us and say, hey, Mary, can you help us out? And we're there to help. Just like at the district level, we've helped with many, many of their functions, their events. So we are a unique organization. We're one of the few that give back and not asking for money from them. We're giving back to them, and I think that's an important thing. And I'd love to see it grow. I'd like to see more people get involved. And if people want to know how they can help, all they need to do is go to www.mefinfo.org and look at our website, contact us, and we'll be happy to help them get involved with the schools or help us in any way we can, just to make education for our students in Manatee County a better and stronger place.
Again, folks, we'd like to get everybody to gather around here. We're about to get the human cannonball underway to kick off this event. This is going to be fun. So gather around, get comfortable, get your phones on, and make sure you take lots of great pictures. We're going to get the kickoff underway here in just a moment.
Girls, give us a wave. Give us a wave. Adrian. Hey, right here, right here.